and I hope you are refreshed today. Yes? Are you sleepy? No. Okay. So today we'll start with I will start with the second chapter. The second chapter name is solution. Okay? And I always start with this. As solution, what comes in your mind? Okay, how many of you know to make lemon juice or tea, coffee, whatever? How many of you know to make? I'm sure the girls will know. What about you? I'm sure you lemon juice? Yes. Okay. Sorry? You can say it, no problem. Say it. Soda, lime, water. Okay. So when we are making this lemon juice, what are the ingredients that we use? Which water? Normal water. Okay. Water we use. Okay. She is making a lemon juice for us. Water, lemon, sugar, little bit salt, and that's it. We stir it and then we take the lemon juice. Yes, we all know. If let's say ma'am has come to our house, let me give, since it's a very hot season, let me give one glass of a lime juice to her. So what you get is you get 1 glass of a water, then you are adding into it sugar, salt, and lemon juice. Yes, you will squeeze the lemon and then you will stir it nicely and you will say, ma'am, please have. Yes. So when we are making, so that is nothing but actually this is day-to-day life. You may not know that term is called as an solution. Okay. Now why did I said lemon juice? Because solution can be obtained or you can form a solution when you are adding something in something. Yes. Now in 1 glass of water, so what is the content that I've used more to make the lemon juice? Water I have used the more, right? Okay. So let's say if I want to talk in terms of the percentage, I would say, or in terms of quantity, the water quantity will be more. Yes. And then I'm adding to it. What I'm adding to it? Lemon juice, then salt, pinch of a salt, correct? And let's say maybe since I don't like much sweet, so let's say 2 spoons of sugar. 1 spoon of sugar in 1 glass of water, I think it's enough. Yes. Now this contains, as compared to water, I am using this content in a very less amount. Yes. Now this I am adding into this content. Yes. So water is in measurement is more quantity. So this I am going to call as a solvent. Okay. And whatever I am adding into a less quantity to make that solution, okay, in that proportion, that I'm going to call that as a solute. Okay. So whatever you are making to form a solution, okay, the quantity that you are taking more is solvent, and the quantity that you are taking in a very less amount is solute. Are you understanding the concept? So first question, okay, if the first question anyone will ask you, okay, what is solution? What is solution? Now you only tell me. What is solution? Very good. Solution is what? A mixture of, or I can say a combination of solvent and solute. Ma'am, okay. What is solvent? What is solvent? The content that we are taking in a more quantity to form a solution. And what is solute? The content that we are adding into a small amount, that is solute. Okay, everybody has the textbook? Chalo, open your, I'll just tell you the page number. 28. Page number 28. Everybody has reached? I hope everybody has the textbook. Yes. Okay, chalo. Now, so what is solution? The solutions are nothing but they are homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Yes. Now, when I am saying homogeneous mixture means what? Mixture that gets mixed and does not get disintegrated. Okay. Okay. Or I can say a mixture that has the same quantities. Okay. Like suppose every time, now you must have seen your mother, or now many girls are here, when you are making a tea or lemon tea or whatever juice. So when mother is saying keep only 1 cup of tea, that means the proportion is already ready in your mind, and that proportion is always remains constant, isn't it? कभी ऐसा है क्या मम्मी ने बोला है एक ही ग्लास बनाओ लेकिन आपने पतीला भर के शरबत बनाया, ऐसा होता है नहीं, right? So the proportion is constant. That is called homogeneous mixture. Okay, so homogeneous mixture is mixture of two or more substances. A true solution consists of solvent and one or more solutes to it. Now you can see here I gave you simple example of lemon juice. Yes, now one solvent and more than one there is solute, and two or more than that, so it is forming a particular solution. Understanding this part? Okay, now there are types of solutions, so I'll just go to the slide. No. Okay. Chalo. So what is solution? Solution, it is a mixture of homogeneous of two or more pure substances. Are we adding to it anything? We are whatever solute we are adding that in a pure form. So it's a mixture of pure substances. So solution, if I want to say in short, the keyword is solution is a mixture of solute and the solvent. Okay, as I said, solvent is a larger quantity, solute is a smaller quantity. So solutions with only one solute is called binary solution. Now when I am saying binary solution, here bi means 2. Okay, so when I have only solute and solvent, one solute and one solvent. Okay, like we have a glucose water. Okay, somebody is having a giddiness, so what we generally give them? Sugar water. What we do, we take the water and we add sugar, we stir it and give it off. Okay, that solution is called binary solution because you have only one solvent and one solute adding. Okay, so that is only one solute when you are adding. Now you tell me, can lemon juice be a binary solution? Why? Very good, because we are using more than one solute to it. Okay, very good. Chalo, the next slide. It is types of solutions. So the solute and the solvent can be of the any of the state. Now in the first chapter that you are going to study is the states of matter. Okay, I think everybody knows there are how many states of matter? 3. Which are they? Solid, liquid, gases. Okay, now based on the form or based on their states that we are going to use it to make a solution, they are basically comparatively classified into 9 categories. Okay, 9 types of solution. Now here you can see, now can you see in the table state of a solute and state of a solvent? Okay, now these, now we know first state, let's say solid. Now all your solutes are solid. What comes in your mind? Solute means it is maximum proportion or minimum proportion? Solute. Minimum. Right? So think about, I give you example of lemon juice. So what we added in that? In the water, what we added? Lemon juice added, right? Now lemon juice is in which state? Liquid state. What about the rest of the two components? Sugar and salt is in which state? Solid state. Now here the state of a state of a solute is solid state. So you think about whatever you are going to make the solution, the solute that you are adding. Okay. Now we will come to chemistry. Now we will leave the kitchen. Okay. Now you have NaCl, nothing but your common salt, right? You have baking soda, है ना? Nothing but what? Sodium hydroxide. Yes. So these are all what? Salts. And these salts are in a solid state. Yes. You are adding that into something. So the state of that solute becomes solid state. Okay. And the solvent is liquid state. Now what we added? We added in where? We added in the water. What was the state of the water? Liquid state, right? So seawater, benzenoic acid in benzene, sugar in water, these are the examples of what? When the solution is formed between, when you are taking the proportion is solid liquid, right? So our lemon juice is also solid liquid solution because one of the content is in liquid, solute is in solid, and solvent is in liquid state. Yes. Now here both are in the solids, solute also and solvent also. Okay. Now I'll give you example. How many of you like thecha? You like thecha? Sandwich, right? When we are making sandwich, I am much into day-to-day life, so you'll understand. Though it is not solution. But, right, when we are making it, when we are making the chutney, we are making little thick, है ना? And then we are able to spread over it. Yes, and the bread that is in the solid state. Yes, same thing here. There are alloys. Do you know what are alloys? Alloys are the metals actually. Okay, but they are made up of many other elements of the metals. Okay, so if you take an example of metal alloys such as brass or a bronze, okay, how many of you heard about 1 gram gold? Have you heard about 1 gram gold? Is it pure gold? No, it's an alloy. Have you heard about stainless steel? स्टेनलेस स्टील के बर्तन आते हैं, वो जलते नहीं है, जल्दी जल्दी गर्म हो जाता है, खाना बन जाता है, हार्डवेयर कुकवेयर. यस, इट्स नथिंग बट व्हाट? Solid solid combination. Both the solute and solvent, they are what? Both the states are solid solid, but the combination, so we are calling that as a solution because they're coming together and forming a new product. Okay, next is solid and gas. Okay, so gas is air, correct? Of course. And solid is iodine. So iodine that we are adding into air, or iodine, matlab we are not actually adding it. How many of you have seen, you keep the, your mother must have kept the camphor in the cupboards. Have you heard? Naphthalene balls, है ना? उसको और नया नाम है, Odonil, we are keeping in the toilet, है ना? What happens? Solid state converting directly into sublimation? Nothing but it is formation of one type of a solution, and we are calling that as a solid gas. Till here any doubt? Till here any doubt? No? So you understood three types, जिसमें हम बोल रहे हैं सॉल्वेंट है, सॉल्यूट है. हम लोगों ने सॉल्वेंट का एक ही स्टेट रखा, सॉलिड सॉलिड सॉलिड, है ना? फिर सॉल्यूट में हमने चेंज किया, सॉलिड लिक्विड गैसेस. अंडरस्टूड? सॉलिड liquid gases. Solute I kept the same, whatever I am adding into. Okay, solvent only I have changed here.